Hi, I'm Masha. I am a senior at college at WSU. I am going to be talking about mental health for college students. I know this is something that doesn't ever really get talked about, and if it does, it's very, very taboo. The video that I did from YouTube was therapy. I think a lot of times people think therapy is such a weakness, but in reality, it's probably the biggest strength you can have because when you are talking about how you are feeling, what you're going through, and as somebody who is a senior in college, I've been through a lot of different colleges. It has been very, very difficult trying to figure out like what you want to do, the pressures of professors, your friends, your family, everybody that you're close to, you want to do well for them, but not only for them, but yourself. And I think the biggest problem is when therapy is such a taboo thing, it can cause problems. One of the things that they were talking about is the pressure of being a freshman in high school or even college especially, that they tend to put a lot of pressure on you. They expect you to jump into college life with no experience, and if you jump in, you basically are just out to fend for yourself. I will tell you there are some good professors that will actually take the time and care about you and actually be like, how is your mental health? How is your mental well-being? Because being a freshman in college and then where I'm at, a senior in college, it is two different roads. And I will tell you, as somebody who's about to graduate, it is so mind-boggling that mental health does play a big part. The reason I'm targeting like 18 to 35-year-olds is because I've seen statistically that about 30% of college students do drop out because of their mental health. They don't know how to deal with it, the pressures of it. They don't even have therapy to go to. And I know, like I said, a lot of people are not about therapy. A lot of people have gotten really bad results or have had bad experiences with therapy, like I have. But when you find someone who truly cares about you and really wants you to succeed in life, that's where it really does matter. And from going from freshman to where I am now has been a journey, because not only have I had to learn how to deal with my mental health, I've had to learn how to cope with not only my mental health, but my health in general, because the fact that it's so much and it's so overbearing and it's a lot. Let me tell you, when you are chronically sick like I am, your mental health plummets, and it plummets so fast that there's nothing you can do. I also want to say another reason why college students drop out. There was a stat saying about 30% drop out for personal reasons because they feel like their mental health is so out of control that they can't do it. And I know a lot of people that I've talked to, they have dropped out of college because it's just too much. And several of the people that I've talked to, not going to mention their names, but they were like 18 years old. Guys, 18 years old, you have a whole life ahead of you. Someone who's 32 years old, I don't really have that much life ahead of me. I just want to graduate and like move on to something bigger and better. And it's not that I'm saying I'm dying, but like it's just we're at different stages. When you're 18, you are fresh out of high school, you get to live your life, you get to do what you want. But somebody who's my age who was a chronic drinker and basically sobered up and got her life together, it is definitely a different road. I will tell you, when I was going through a lot, because I went through a lot of trauma growing up as a child and into my adulthood, I did do a lot of drinking. And drinking, smoking, all of that just basically numbs it. It doesn't take away the pain. You basically have to work harder at getting yourself together and put together. And that's something that I encourage people. If you are gonna drink smart. Don't be stupid. Don't be doing it so out of control to the point that you can't do it. That you can't function, because like I said, mental health plays such a variable part in everything that you do, whether it's school, whether it's relationships, whether it's home life, whatever you are doing in life. Remember that mental health is something that needs to be taken care of. I also want to say this as someone who is a senior in college, is that if you don't take care of your mental health, number one, you're gonna plummet. Number two, suicide rates come into primal existence, because at that point you're just like, what's the point of living? I also want to say, take time for you. And there's only one of you. There's not going to be another one of me. There's not going to be another one of that person. There's only one of you. So I highly encourage you guys to take the time, take care of yourself. If you are having a bad mental day, go get your nails done, go get your hair done, do whatever you have to do to make yourself feel better. Also, I want to put it with this. If you feel like therapy is not the place, find someone that will listen to you. Because, like I said, even though therapy is very much looked down on, it is probably the best tool that I have learned growing into the person that I am today. And I've had some really bad experiences with therapy. And I will tell you now that if you don't take care of yourself, you're in for a lot of world of hurt. And honestly, if you don't take care of your mental health, something you don't want to happen to yourself. Because, like I said, you would, because so much of what life is revolves around the mental health. And so I just want to encourage you and leave it with this. Go get help. If you are struggling with your mental health, please go get help. I have been doing tons of projects for veterans and college students. And like I said, I'm more targeting at college students on this. But it's not easy being a college student because you still have to work, you still have to pay bills, you still have to, unless you're living at home with your mom and dad, the worlds and pressure of college is hard. It is absolutely difficult. And so I just want to encourage you guys to go get the help that you need. It is not a bad thing. It is probably the strongest thing when you can sit down and just tell someone how you're truly feeling. Because I've been in therapy since September and I am doing so much better. Is it helping me mentally? Yeah, it is. And it continues to help me. And so I just want to encourage you guys, go get help. Go get therapy. It's not a bad thing. And I'm sorry if people have had bad experiences like I have, but it is the best thing you will ever experience. And I want you guys to live a happy and healthy life, graduate, and go live your dreams, whatever those dreams are. And if you feel like you want to be a doctor and you felt led to do it, do it. Because, like I said, we need more doctors in this world, empathetic and caring people like me. And so I just want to leave it with that. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope this brings some encouragement to you guys. Have a great day.